All right, so today's message is there's a blessing in the pressing. Sometimes in life, as people say, life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. In life, sometimes it just doesn't feel so good. We feel like we just can't go on. We just like, I don't know how I'm going to make it. But there's a blessing in the pressing. So you got to continue going on even when you don't feel like it. Like even earlier this week, I had took a day off and I was didn't feel too well, so I took the day off, but then after that, I'm still kind of getting over, this cold or this little sickness or whatever. But I still had to go to work, so I continued to press, and God said He was there and always with you. Sometimes life, even remember when college, people are going to school trying to finish and get their degree and feels like, they don't want to do this no more, want to give up. And that's when you got to continue pressing, because there's a blessing in the end. John 13:7, Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." So Jesus will reveal to you His plans. Isaiah 43:2, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. So we know in life there are seasons in our life. There's tough times. So even through all of that, God is going to be with you. Exodus 3:12, and He says, "Certainly I will be with you and this shall be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you." So, when I went to work the next day, definitely God gave me a sign and He was with me, being blessed with the customers that I had. But, just to let you know that it's a blessing, in your pressing. Deuteronomy 31:6, it says, "Be strong and courageous and do not be afraid or tremble at them. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you." Verse 8, the Lord is the one who goes ahead of you. He will be with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed. So how awesome is it that God is saying that He is always with us, yet He can go before us at the same time? Like, that's awesome. That's why He's telling us to continue pressing, because He already went before us and He sees the blessing. A lot of times, I'd say adversity comes to just let us know that we have a blessing, in the later on. Psalm 23:4, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So a lot of us know that scripture, and we know that there's times in life where you may feel like that. You feel like you're in the shadow of death, or everybody's against you, or nothing is going right. You take one step forward and then you end up taking two steps backwards, and that's how you feel. But God is saying, I'm always with you, and I'll go before you. So if God is doing that for you, that's where you got to be at. So I just wanted to encourage you today. So, where you're at, sometimes we lose loved ones. Sometimes, we have a job situation where, like right now we have people in front of our job, they're on strike, part of the other entity of our company. But it doesn't matter, God is already still with you, and it might not feel so good, and they're on strike. So they have been there since April 13th. So they don't know if anything, when the strike is going to end, so they go there every day, hoping that this is probably the last day that they're going to be on strike. But the thing is just to continue just trusting God and know that there's a blessing in the pressing. So when you continue to press, there is a blessing, and that's what Jesus did when He was on the cross. He continued to press, because He knew that there was a blessing and that God was going to get the glory in the end. And, even if you don't feel like it, just ask God to give you the strength, and know that when you get up, He's with you, and you might not have that much energy, and you say, what, I really just don't feel like it. Just ask God for strength. You get up, and He'll help you. And when you get up and you go, you'll know it wasn't on you, it was by Him, so definitely got a game today, but not, still not feeling like up to 100%, but I know that there's a pressing, so there's a blessing in the pressing, so I want to continue to press, just thank God and go do what I got to do. So I just wanted to say I love you guys, and, appreciate, you watching. And even the ones that don't even comment, I definitely appreciate that. So, for taking the time out just to listen to what, God has to say. So, God bless.
Bye.